I've been testing the brand new SwitchBot Video Doorbell, and instead of giving you another boring specs and features video, I'm gonna tell you 4 things I genuinely like about it and 4 things that kinda drive me nuts. Now, here is the twist: the things I don't like might actually not matter to you at all. And one of the things I do like might completely change how you think about smart doorbells. And before we begin, full disclosure up front, SwitchBot actually sent me this doorbell for free to review, but my opinions are 100% my own. They're seeing this video for the very first time just like you are. So, no soft punches here, and let's start with the good stuff first, because there are some things I would like to show you. SwitchBot Video Doorbell is a package of 2 devices, a battery-powered wireless doorbell and a wired video monitor with few buttons. Nothing extraordinary, even a little kid or really old person can ring and answer. And here is the thing I like: the bond between the 2 devices. SwitchBot Video Doorbell can function normally even when your internet is down due to something called Edge Link, which allows direct communication between the devices over a local encrypted connection. You can still see who's at your door, talk to them, and record everything locally. If your entire internet connection fails, your doorbell will be like, "Don't worry, I got this." Second things I like: let's be honest, most smart doorbells are like gym memberships. They say they're cheap, but they get you with monthly fees later. SwitchBot doesn't do exactly that. You can use the video doorbell with 0 subscription fees and totally for free, unless you want to spy on cars or pets. Let me explain. There are several options that you can enable in the SwitchBot app depending on what you actually want to do. If you enable mobility detection feature, it will capture all types of movement, which is not that interesting unless you are a security freak. The more interesting part is that you can enable motion detection for humans only, which runs locally, and it is totally free. On top, you can enable vehicles or pets detection, but they require a monthly or annual subscription plan. So, again, if you want the video doorbell to detect pets and vehicles and store them as events for review, you have to pay on top. Otherwise, if you want to detect a regular motion and regular humans, it is free and local. Moreover, again locally and without any fees, you can set a detection area and adjust sensitivity to avoid false alarms. Recording times, trigger interval, and detection sound alarms are also customizable, so you have a lot of things to play with here, which is nice. Storage is the next interesting thing, as there are 2 options here. You can go on the cloud with the unlimited storage, but you have to pay, or you can stay entirely local for free. SwitchBot includes in the package a 4 gigs microSD card that is good for up to 3500 video clips before it starts looping. If that's not enough, you can put up to half a terabyte microSD card if you want. So, no hidden fees for storage. On the other hand, you can use their cloud if you want to, but you don't have to. The choice is yours, and that's something I really respect. Third thing I like: 570 days. That's over a year and a half on one charge. I told you that the doorbell part of the whole package is battery powered. You could install it, forget it exists, and it still be going strong next Christmas. Seriously, if my phone lasted that long, I'd cry tears of joy. But there is even more. Option B: hardwired power. If you live in an apartment or have an easily accessible low voltage wire, you can connect it to a 5 to 6 volt DC source and you get unlimited battery life. But there is another never charge again option, which is option C. Pair the video doorbell with the SwitchBot solar panel and you have it. Sun's out, power's on, for infinity battery life. 4th things that I like: you can reply with pre-recorded messages with just 2 button clicks. Check this out.
Thanks for stopping by. Please leave a message.
The cool thing here is that you can record your own message in your own language. The even cooler thing is that you can reply to any rings with a default message. which is a total time saver, and it has a great potential for home automations. Smart home is an infinity rabbit hole, but this is where exactly things get fun. The SwitchBot Video Doorbell can integrate with Amazon Echo, so when someone's rings your Echo Show will automatically pulse up the live video. You can even unlock your door remotely if you've got a device of the SwitchBot Lock series. Picture this, you're in the kitchen, hands covered in pizza and ketchup, and your friend rings the bell. One button on the indoor screen and boom, your door is unlocked. You can also view who's ringing in Home Assistant, but yeah, that's where we slide into the things I don't like section. First thing I don't like is that Home Assistant support feels half-baked. SwitchBot Video Doorbell supports RTSP and ONVIF protocols for direct video streaming. For unknown reason, RTSP protocol was not working for me. I tried everything I can, but kept getting timeouts. Thankfully, ONVIF method worked great in Home Assistant, so at least we have a solid option there. Adding the SwitchBot Video Doorbell as ONVIF camera is nice and easy. You have to enable camera account from the SwitchBot app and you have to set a user and a pass. Then you have to add a new ONVIF device in Home Assistant, and in the dialog you have to enter a name if you wish to change it, as well as the IP of the video doorbell if it is not auto-detected, and the user and the password that you set in the SwitchBot app. Once Video Doorbell is added in Home Assistant, you can see what is happening from the live stream. You can download a snapshot and stuff like that as long as the device is awake. But here is the biggest drawback for Home Assistant users right now. The doorbell supports Matter only as a bridge aggregator for SwitchBot locks. When I added it to Home Assistant via Matter, I just saw a device with no actual controls or sensors for the doorbell itself, and critically, I couldn't add the video doorbell to Home Assistant over the available local Home Assistant SwitchBot Bluetooth integration or SwitchBot Cloud integration, that is to catch the doorbell ring event. This means no easy automations triggered by someone ringing your doorbell. Want to flash your lights when someone's at the door? Not directly possible right now. I'm hoping this is just a launch day hiccup and a firmware update will unlock these crucial features soon, because that ring event is key for truly smart automations. Second thing I don't like, if you're in the Alexa ecosystem, you're golden. If you are with Google, not so much. You can't see live video or get a doorbell chime on a Google Hubs, which feels a bit unfair, but the problem here comes from Google itself, and SwitchBot are not the ones to finger point. And because of Google's restrictions, you can't even use the doorbell in Google routines. So yeah, this one's definitely more friendly with Amazon ecosystem. Third thing I don't like, here is a security-based limitation. You can't connect multiple monitors to one doorbell. So if you live in a bigger home or you want one in the living room and one upstairs, you're out of luck. Hopefully that's something SwitchBot can fix, but right now it's a bit restrictive. Four things I don't like. It's smart, but sometimes too smart. Don't get me wrong, I love the motion detection. Again, you can set it to detect only humans for free, or pets and cars if you prefer cloud. But if your street is busy, oh boy, you're gonna get a lot of events. Luckily there is a shadowing feature and detection zones to calm it down. But it took me a while to fine-tune it so it wasn't recording every passing bicycle like it was a crime scene. So, should you get it? If you're already in the SwitchBot ecosystem, it's a no-brainer. You get a doorbell that still works offline, doesn't charge fees unless you want to be a cat detective. It has amazing battery life and plays well with Amazon Echo. If you're a Google or hardcore Home Assistant user, I'd say hold off a bit. The hardware is awesome, but the software just needs a couple more updates to reach its full potential. And I'll be honest, when that Home Assistant integration finally lands properly, this might become the smart doorbell to beat. But even with the downsides, these things impressed me more than I expected. If you want to check it out, I've dropped affiliate links down below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it really helps the channel. So, May your doorbell always ring for good and fun things. Bye!